This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Rabbi Sai, one last missing piece about Solonika, so we could close the book on Solonika. I want to speak about one of the greatest leaders of Solonican Jewry. You're all familiar with one of the Svarim that this individual wrote, Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv. You know, on Shabbos we spoke about the Mahalbach. Now we're going to speak about his father, Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv. He comes from Zamora, Spain. He's born in 1445. He's a Talmud driver. He's born in 1445. Nahag. He's a Talmud of Reb Shmuel of Valencia. He has to flee Spain in 1492. He comes to Portugal. As we mentioned on Shabbos, in 1497, they made a law in Portugal that all children would be forcibly kidnapped and baptized. Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv's beloved son, Rabbi Levi ibn Chabiv, a young boy, already a promising Torah scholar, was kidnapped by the church, and the Mahalbach, as a young boy, was baptized. Many are not aware. Actually, in the Kuntras HaSmicha, somebody attacked Rabbi Levi, and he mentioned the Shoyal made a veiled remark alluding to something shady in Rabbi Levi's past. And Rabbi Levi, the Malbach, responded in a forthright manner. He said, look, even if they changed my name during the period of conversion, I did not change. Mi shaboichein libay. The Rebbeinu Shalom knows that I always feared him, even though I didn't have the zechus to be Mekadeshim Shemayim. In my heart, I always feared Hashem. In other words, the Mahalbach had no choice. It's not that they gave him a choice whether to give up his life or not. He was forcibly baptized. Now his father comes to Greece, and just to get a little bit of the backdrop, Greece was part of Turkey at the time. The Minhagim in Greece followed the ancient community of Turkey, meaning they practice Sephardic custom. They practice Turkish custom. Rabbi Yaakov is coming from Spain. His minhag was minhag Sephardi. Now, let's see if you know, who is more machmir legabe achilas basar, Ashkenazim or Sephardim? What? Meaning you have no idea, right? The Sephardim are much, much more machmir by basar. All halachas basar than Ashkenazim are. There are many kulos Ashkenazim rely on. When real shchitas beis Yosef is much more chamor than what the regular meat that we eat. Even the highest level of kashrus of meat of Bnei Ashkenaz is not up to the standards of shchitas beis Yosef. So Rabbi Yaakov comes here, and the ancient community basically were lenient and they followed Minhag Ashkenaz. His community back in Spain were machmir, like the chumras of the beis Yosef legabe trefos, and he paskined that they do not continue to observe their chumras of Spain. Why? You're noye ka'anshe mekoymai. If you come to a new place, you do not keep the practices of your old country. You're noye kaminag mekoymai. That was from Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv. Now, the Turkish community is led by Rabbi Yosef Taitchik and his student, Rabbi Shmuel Dimodina. But they respected Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv greatly. So, in other words, Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv led the Sephardic community, and Rabbi Yosef Taitchik and Marashtam, they led the Turkish community. Rabbi Yaakov's magnum opus is something called Ein Yaakov. Ein Yaakov is a collection of all the Agadatas, but many are not aware that Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv attempted to collect all the Agadatas of Shas and Yerushalmi. He did not get around to doing all of Yerushalmi because it seems that many volumes of Yerushalmi were not available. Furthermore, Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv only completed Ein Yaakov on Zram and Moed. He never did Nashim, Nazikin, Kachim, and Taros. That was completed by his son, Rabbi Levi ibn Chabiv. Rabbi Levi ibn Chabiv completed the majority of the Ein Yaakov. The plan of Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv was to create an index of 12 major subjects, so that people, if they wanted to find an Agadata, let's say on Torah, on Chesed, on Shalom, he was going to divide the Agadatas of Shas into 12 main categories. Furthermore, he wanted to make an index so that if somebody was learning, let's say, Parshas Matos, they could find any Agadata related to Matos. He was going to create a mafteach to help use the Agadatas of Shas and connect it with the Parshas HaShavua. He never got around to it. Now, he also wrote, many don't realize this, a Peirush on the Ein Yaakov. You know what it's called? Ion Yaakov. Wrong. Ion Yaakov was written by the Shvus Yaakov, Rabbi Yaakov Reisher. He wrote a Peirush called HaKoisev. HaKoisev is Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chabiv. HaKoisev is a collection of Rashi, Tosfos that we no longer have. The Rashba, the Ran, the Ritva. The Ein Yaakov became such a popular sefer. Many Mefarshim were written on it. For example, Ein Yaakov. And the Haboina. Did you ever see Haboina? Haboina is written by none other than Rabbi Yehuda HaNasi of Medina. Is considered a classic Peirush on the Ein Yaakov. So as mentioned, he did not complete the work. He only wrote Zra Memoyed. The rest of it was completed by Rab Levi ibn Chaviv. Rabbi Yaakov is also the author of a Peirush on the Torah, which I don't think we have, but the Beis Yosef himself quotes the commentary of Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chaviv. So hopefully we got a little bit of a tam, a little bit of a flavor for the nature of the community in Solonika. There was an ancient Turkish community that was led by Rabbi Yosef Taitachik or the Marashdam. There was a Sephardic community led by Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chaviv. Ultimately, his son, who we mentioned, was forcibly baptized. How did he get him back? This is a miraculous story. Rabbi Yaakov ibn Chaviv somehow freed and rescued his son from the church and escaped to Solonika. So many great Chachamim hailed from Solonika, and as we mentioned, it was Ir Ve'em B'Yisrael. Rabbi Isai, thank you very much.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.